What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greedo's Gold Mine, your most bipolar toy show on all the interwebs. Today, you can see we're a little elated. Why is that? Well, we have some good things going on medically, at least, or positive direction, so there's some hope. And to the side of me, as I look down, I got two boxes that we knew were incoming from Hasbro Pulse. Thank you guys for shipping these out so quickly, getting them so immaculately here, no damage at all, and giving me the ability to showcase some of the most recent items shown off at PulseCon 2024. So we're going to start with some Marvel Legends. And what did we get from the world of Marvel Legends already from PulseCon 2024? Well, we really love the Spider-Man animated 90s series, especially all the different villains that go with that wave. If you haven't noticed our shelf on the community section, heavy influence from the Spider-Man animated series. And with that, we couldn't pass on Spider-Man and Vulture. So here, we'll take a look at the box here real quick. Comes in that VHS 2-pack look, as you see. And we got the animated Vulture finally, which is a big one from all of our collections, notoriously missing if you're into that series. With another Spider-Man, of course, which I'm not as excited about, but we'll go through him first once we get this out and get it out of the way, see what he's all about, and then check out the star of the show, which is going to be the Vulture. Now, if only we get that retro chameleon soon. Honestly, think my villains for the animated series are mostly rounded out. I could see them re-releasing Shocker with some weird cell shading somehow for some reason, but maybe a Punisher or so down the line when they finally revisit them, but we know that won't be this year other than retro card backs from what they say. So we get them out of the box. There are some loose items. It looks like the Spider-Man stuff, as well as, Vulture. We'll put Vulture off to the side for now. And let's check out our man, Spider-Man. So they come in these, obviously, windowless boxes, being the VHS packs. And you get that cardboard outside that traps your figure. It was wrapped in this egg roll wrapping material, which is pretty cool. Honestly, I like keeping that for packing figures away. Keeps them getting chipped up when they're all together. But here we go. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. More like that for the 90s. But what is it? It's sort of a redo of the Walmart exclusive cel-shaded Spider-Man on a slightly different buck. I actually got that guy right here so we can take a look real quick. Let's get Spider-Man to stand first. Give him a side-by-side height comparison. And what you notice is this new Spider-Man buck is more substantial in the torso and a little bit taller as well. Does not have, neither one of them have the toe articulation. Both of them do have the double jointed pinless knees and elbows. You do not have upper torso rocker with this new one. You just have the waist crunch and the waist swivel. You have hip swivel, bicep swivel, really good butterfly joints there. And they blew up the spider logo this time a lot bigger so that it actually is painted onto the butterfly joints versus fully being contained onto the torso piece over here. And obviously two differences in blue, big time. This one's more of a royal, darker, navy-ish blue. This one is like your blue, sky blue, almost Spider-Man. He does come with both of his web shooting hands on and his face mask, or masked face. When it comes to the detailing, they actually did really good on this guy. I don't see any missed lines or major blemishes going on at all whatsoever. He looks really good. Boot swivel, of course. He is I wouldn't say gummy, but he's a little soft by comparison to this Spider-Man, just so you kind of have that in mind. So what does he come with? Let's check out the accessories. Another smaller egg roll type wrapping bag. And we've got his mask that he could take off. We've got 2 fists. We've got 2 grip hands. And so usually I like to give Spider-Man a fist and a web shooter hand just for the action posing, so we'll probably do that. Although I'm not sure. I mean, I like that he's more substantial, but yeah, I have to think about which one of these I want to actually still keep on the stand. I am slightly partial to this Walmart exclusive in its own weird ways. But let's finish the accessories off before we get sidetracked. As you know, for one time only, Spider-Man was really Flash Thompson. So we got that Flash Thompson head there. Really good face sculpt and print. Very awesome job. It's got the overlaid hairpiece. And we've got, of course, the man, Peter Parker. So a reuse of that head from previously in the VHS line. Overlaid hair, very good face print and head sculpt. And, you know, might as well, let's see what he looks like as Peter Parker. And there you go, Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Looks really good. Actually, let's see if that one, how it works with the Walmart exclusive one while we're at it. We got him over here. Actually, if you're interested to see what the ball hinge thing looks like under there, it's kind of like a sort of half moon dome design. All right, let's see. And then Peter Parker's head on the slightly smaller buck from the Walmart exclusive cel-shaded animated Spider-Man retro card wave. So both of them are really cool Spider-Mans. What I do like about this new version of Spider-Man is the more substantial size to him. In a lot of ways, they pretty much have the same articulation, more or less short of the upper rocker. When it comes to posing articulation, things you're gonna probably pull off with this Spider-Man. That said, I'm a little annoyed by the hole in the back of the logo. I know it goes with the body buck, but kind of like the new Venom, if they'd have closed that up, it would have been better. Yeah, that is Spider-Man. Let's just, like I said, give him a fist, because I like Spider-Man to be posed with one hand ready to punch and one hand to put some web shooters out, pull in some bad guys, and yeah, basically ruin some criminals' days. Spider-Man, the latest edition from the animated series. Cool. All right, so we know this is a 2-pack, and more important than having another Spider-Man in our collection, we needed even more villains. So without further ado, as we've said a number of times already, the star of this show, the Vulture, also comes in this pack of cardboard. And so we pull him open and you get 2 pieces, the figure and the wings. So the wings are basically a reuse from, you know, the previous Vultures, Falcon, anybody's got those arms snap-in wing features. They just basically change the color of the plastic die and send them out to us happy consumers. This time, the die is this color, whatever you want to call that, and it is not rubbery by any means. It's a little soft, but it's actually kind of nice. I really like the material this go around. So you got the smaller ones and the bigger ones. And here's Vulture in his egg roll wrapping. And there he is with that younger looking Adrian Toomes face, since we know that he can basically suck life force out to look younger, even though he's an older gentleman at heart, and genetic age, I should say. What do we got going on here? A lot of good stuff. It is not rubbery at all. Very good solid body mold. We've got the double jointed pinless knees and elbows. Brand new mold, it looks like, for the torso and legs and everything, really. They have these really cool overlay features for the gauntlets there. He's got the open hands, sort of a claw grip. He doesn't come with any extra, maybe he does. I'll take a look in a minute. We'll see his accessories. The belt is, really well done there, as well as the little bombs on his leg. We have this fully new sculpted piece up top for his chest piece. This is just really, really well done. His arms don't really, they'll go down a little more. They don't seem to go down much more than this, honestly, so this is kind of his neutral pose, is maybe the only annoyance. But beyond that, I mean, head sculpt face print is absolutely phenomenal on this guy. They did a really good job with the detailing of the skin, matching the tones. Otherwise standard Marvel Legends articulation, bicep swivel, hip swivel, waist swivel, ab crunch, standard ankles and wrists, and as I had mentioned before, double jointed pinless knees and elbows, which is awesome. Let's take a look at this guy. Let's get his wings on here. And they are labeled right and left, so we can at least figure that out. Small ones go on top. Big ones go on the bottom. And they snap in pretty well. They don't seem to come out quite yet, so that's a good sign. Pretty snug fit. So again, big one on the bottom. Match it up to the left. Right from left isn't that hard, everyone. I mean, even though I struggle with it sometimes. But there we go, Vulture with his wings. Give it a little bend there on the elbows. Boom. And he stands pretty well, actually, too. And I'm more or less gonna get him up in a bit of a flying pose here. And I got something planned for him on the shelf already once I more or less knew he was arriving. I'll have to look up a little bit. But something like this, flying with the arm or the feet down. Boom, that's my Vulture. This is my Vulture. This was the 90s cartoon Vulture, so even more than the comic book. I've been anticipating this guy on the shelf for a long, long time, and didn't think he'd be here this quick, so I really have to thank Hasbro for making that happen and getting one of these over here for a quick early review. This is awesome. And here's the old man head. It's just basically a bald dude like myself, but instead of with a hat, this face thing, which I believe has something to do with his powers, if I remember right. Oh, he also does come with double fist hands. So, maybe for flight, those will fit better, because the hands do rub a little bit on the wing if you keep the out-of-box open gloved ones on. And yeah, that actually helps a little bit with those hands. So, maybe we'll do that. Oh, and they do pop out. the wings, if you hit them with your fingers hard enough. So mind that. And don't lose them under your desks like myself. Now when it comes to getting this guy in a flying pose, the trick is really going to be working with the shoulder up here. At least on mine, the shoulder joint is a little bit tricky to work with. So definitely something to mind. Because it might have a slight bit of a butterfly joint under there. I can't really tell. No, it's not. It's just a really weird fit to the shoulder joint. So do mind that when you're trying to, get him in a flying pose, you might have to pull the peg out a tiny bit as you're doing it, or at least tug on that peg to get it to really work. And then you can get those wings flat and make it look like a good pose. Pop these ones back in that we already knocked out once. And there we have it. The Vulture. And so again, we're going to pose him something like this. This is an awesome 2-pack set. I could understand and see where, based on the sales habits of, or sales tendencies of the other ones previously, where some people might wait on this. Personally, I wouldn't. While it's in stock, it's probably worth the set. It is a really good Spider-Man. You can always sell a good Spider-Man if you don't want both of them on the aftermarket. And I mean, come on, look at this. This Vulture is absolutely amazing, and well done for the animated series to get one of these on our shelves and on display. So with that, thank you again, Hasbro, for making this happen so fast. Thank you all for tuning in to another Greedo's Gold Mine, your most bipolar toy show on all the interwebs. And please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. It helps the channel grow. We love showing toys off, especially whenever we get a chance, and showing you guys what you can expect from your purchases. And, thanks again for tuning in as always. Until the next one, wherever you're at in this world, we hope you're having a great day, happy weekend, and until the next one, we'll catch you all later. Thanks, folks.